Good morning. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly achieve their goals while others struggle, even given the same opportunity? The secret lies in their power to harness the power of the conscious and the subconscious mind and understanding how it connects to the body, spirit, and soul. Today, we'll be diving into how to unlock this potential that is inside of every one of us. You want to call your friend and tell them to be on the call right now. See you next.
Waking up at dawn, light breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm we belong. Skies are high, but so are we, building castles where we're free. Gonna rise up, we won't fall.
All right. You're welcome back, and I say once again, awesome morning to every one of us. I celebrate you and thank you for the opportunity to be part of your time space. Time is money, and for you to spend time on this call, I know that you are not just looking for something, you are ready to develop yourself. Once again, is your friend and partner, Olushola Popola, a chartered accountant, investment advisor, and also a life coach. In the last few days, we've been on a journey on training on the training titled the financial intelligence for smart parents. How do you become so intelligent financially that even what you are not able to achieve, you can transfer it to your children based on the information that you have? Many of us don't have the information. We didn't have the information. Neither did our parents have the information. But today, you have the privilege of getting this information, and you do well by transferring that information to your children. You know, life is more than, life has gone beyond, I've given my children very good education, as many persons always want to say. I tell you, if it's good education, then some of us should be, far better than where we are now. But there are some fundamentals called, that part called financial intelligence that many of us were not exposed to. Our parents maybe, just like that. It's not common. Like I even tell people that are professionals, I say it's not all professionals that have financial intelligence. You might be an accountant. You might not have that financial intelligence. It's not about counting money. It's not about balancing books. It's personal finances and a lot of things like that. We started with the mindset of a financially intelligent parent, and we did goal setting. We've talked about money and so on. You will do well if you go back on this same channel. That's the channel is at Success and Harmony 247. You just go back, go to the live session. You will see from day one. We are actually on day 10 now. Please go back and watch, and do well also to share with your friends. Click on the subscribe button so that you can get the subsequent episode. We are going to about day 90, it's a 90 days training, and I know after this session, your life will not be the same again. So let's dive into what we have today. We're talking about the power of visualization using the conscious and the subconscious mind. using the conscious and the subconscious mind. In the last episode, we talked about the importance of visualization, that you must be able to visualize your goal. When you visualize your goal, it gives you clarity. It gives you clarity of purpose. You know where you are going to. Remember, we always say you cannot feature in a future that you did not picture. You cannot feature in a future that you did not picture. So you've got to picture the future. God was always telling the children, Moses, he said, tell them, I'm taking you to a land flowing with milk and honey. He was painting the picture of the future to them. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the picture of the future that you have for yourself? What is the picture of the future that you are painting or you are keeping for your children? It is important that they begin early in life to start having a very good picture of the future. And it's the picture, if you paint them the picture of lack, if you paint the picture of it is not easy, if you paint the picture of, oh, life is full of challenges, and they see that it is true, some of these things are true, but then is it the reality? Are there people that have overcome them or not? If yes, then why not set the picture of that person that has overcome to them? So you can't talk about financial intelligence without talking about clarity of purpose, vision, as it relates to the conscious and the subconscious mind. So now let's talk about the conscious and the subconscious mind. What do we really understand by the conscious mind? Now, when you talk about the conscious mind, man is a tripartite being consisting of the spirit, soul, and the body. Now, the body is the physical thing that you are seeing, but there's a mind. The spirit is the breath of God inside the person, but the mind is the soul, which carries a lot of things. It retains a lot of things. It makes you to the emotional part of you. Your spirit, the spirit is not emotional. The body is not emotional. It is the mind that is emotional. And I want you to understand something as far as the conscious mind is concerned. As far as the conscious mind is concerned, it acts on what it sees. It acts just, I see this thing now, and my mind tells me run. Maybe I see a dog running, coming towards me. My mind tells me run. That is my conscious mind. It's something that I do consciously. It's in the physical. It helps to specifically. So when you say, I want to achieve this goal, is your conscious mind that you are using to do it. The conscious mind allows you to focus and be deliberate in your action. The conscious mind allows you. I want you to take a look at this. If you look at the picture here, I'm sure you can adequately, you can see my screen. Let me just confirm that everyone can actually see my screen. Just a minute. I think I have. Okay, all right. I've confirmed that. Now, if you look at the screen here, the top, you see the body, the golden part, that is the body of a person. Now, there's the conscious part of it. You see, the inner part is the mind, which is called the soul. Okay, thank you, Kenny B. The inner mind is the one we call the soul, which is your mind, which is what retains information, which is what stores your emotion right from when you were born. That is the part. That lighted part is called the spirit part of you. The lighted part is called the spirit part of you. So when you look at it, I want you to see this other aspect now. There's something here. You see, the conscious mind just controls 10% of your lives and achievement. It controls your willpower. It controls your memory. It controls your logical thinking. Oh, I have to go to this place. You don't need the subconscious mind to tell you you have to go to some place. It's your conscious mind. And then critical thinking, when you are thinking, just like you are attending this program now, it makes you to think critically. You are using your conscious mind. I hope you're getting it. You are using your conscious mind to think. What controls your daily action is your conscious mind. Now, I'm sure you know what an iceberg is. An iceberg. The iceberg, you see the tip. What is at the top is very small, but beneath it, 90% of you is controlled by what is in your mind. One, your beliefs. You will agree with me that your beliefs control you. What a man believes. They say if a man can conceive a thing, he believes it, he can achieve it. Your emotions, they're in your subconscious mind. You will do things impromptu. You will say some things, not because somebody compelled you to say it, but you just find yourself saying it just because it's been there. Your habits, the habits that you carry, the values, your protective reaction, flight and run and flight, or whatever they call it, it comes from the subconscious. Your long-term memory. Oh, I remember in 1980, there was, where are you bringing it from? You are bringing it from your subconscious mind, your imagination. Your imagination comes from your subconscious mind. Your intuition comes from your subconscious mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the things that this subconscious mind controls, this part of the subconscious mind, you will agree with me that in a large essence, in a large way, it deals more with who you are. The conscious mind talks of who that person listening to me. Everything. That's why when you want to change, when somebody is saying that he wants to set a goal, he's setting a goal to achieve anything. If he does not address the subconscious part of him, the subconscious mind operates in the background, controlling every other thing, your habits, your emotion, everything. It acts like what we call the autopilot. And how does it come? It comes by repetition of action. What stays in your subconscious mind is what you call the repetition of action. What you repeat, you repeat it every time. How do you know that your name is Chooks? Oh, somebody has repeatedly told you or called you Chooks, 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 and because it's being repeated every time, you begin to know that my name is Chooks. Repeated actions. Then this subconscious mind, just like I said, it holds the emotions and the beliefs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a man can say, I'm going to, just like we are here now, since we started, we said we should write our goals. My goal is to achieve $10,000 in this year. My goal is to achieve $10,000 monthly income. My goal this year is to achieve 1 million naira monthly income. Whatsoever the goal is. Oh, you've even written it down. Oh, my goal this year is to teach my children financial intelligence, is to make my wife, my husband understand financial intelligence. That is my goal. Then the subconscious mind comes in. You've done that with your conscious mind. Then the subconscious mind comes in, and the subconscious mind begins to tell you, are you sure you can do that? Are you sure? Remember in the past, what have you even made in life? You want to begin to teach people. You want to teach your children. You yourself, you are not even financially free. You are talking of teaching your children. You are not financially free. You are talking of teaching people. Are you sure you can do this? And then, because of the beliefs that you have, because of what people have told you, that you must become it before you talk about it. Have you heard that before? They say, you must talk. It's what you have become that you talk about. If everybody is to talk about what he has become, then maybe we will not have people that are religious leaders or pastors and things, if pastors or religious leaders are teaching, oh, be holy and this, does it mean that they are completely holy? Everybody is moving towards that holiness, whether in the church or everybody is moving towards that perfection. It's not because they are perfect. So if they can do it and come to teach you, why won't you be able to teach your children? Notwithstanding, can you teach it with the knowledge that you have now, with the knowledge of planning, with the knowledge of budgeting, with the knowledge of financial intelligence? You will be able to teach your children how to have their own first house at the age of 25, how to have a steady cash flow at the age of 20. You can teach them. Because you did not experience it then does not make you incapable of achieving it. So the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, is the very big engine part of you, is the mind part of you, the mind part of you, the subconscious mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very powerful. If anything, that told those guys that they can build a house that will get to heaven. I want to ask you, has anybody done that before? No. But they looked at it and said, this is what we are going to do. And God has given you that mind, that subconscious part of you. The earlier you can master it, the man that can master his mind, that man has mastered life. The man that can master his life, his mind, that man has mastered life. That is why it is said, as a man thinks in his heart, as a man thinks in his heart. Ladies and gentlemen, when they say as a man thinks in his heart, it is not, I'm thinking of going to the market, I'm thinking of buying clothes. No, that is not what we are thinking. We are talking about those things that are formed in your imagination. Somebody is talking to you about a business, and the first thing that you are thinking about is, oh, last year, that is how this business, they told me about this business, and I lost all my money. I don't think I'm going to get involved in any business like that again. I don't think so. So the person is making presentation, showing you, but because your mind is closed to it, your mind, I tell you a very good story. You know, at the early start of this thing we call Bitcoin, the Bitcoin era, when Bitcoin started, I had the privilege because I had already started something we call e-gold in that time. That's 90, those of you that are aware of it, in the 1998, 97, 98, and thereabouts. You know, there was something we call e-gold. That e-gold, you could use it to do transactions online. And I was making good money with it. I tell you, I made good money with e-gold. And at a point, you know, there was a time I went into one project with e-gold, and it was, you know, it's real money, you understand? It's e-money, something we call e-money. And at the time, I was planning a lot of things. Then suddenly, the thing went boom. And I lost thousands of dollars. I mean thousands. I'm not talking of 1,000, 10,000. I'm talking of in the 90s, the late 90s, those of you that know about ego. And I was really, really excited about it. And then, sorry. Not 90, no, not 90, sorry, not 90, sorry. In the 2000 and 2000 and why was I saying the 90s? This is not the 90s. I'm not that old. I'm talking about that's 2000, in the 2000. Yes, early 2001, 2002, 2000. Yeah, it's the 90s now. It's the 90s, yes, at about that period. Yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, the late 90s, before we entered the 2000s and things. So, when this thing started, they said, so when I lost so much money during that period, I was working in an organization then. So, most of the money that I make then, I put it in there. Then one day, a friend called me and told me about this cryptocurrency. It wasn't even crypto, it was just Bitcoin then, Bitcoin. And he told me, Shola, attend a Zoom call. It wasn't that time they just say webinar. So I attended the webinar, and at the webinar, the guy was talking about something. He said there's something that is coming that is going to be better than the dollars and things and things. The moment I heard it that is going to be better than the dollars, I just experienced one now. You are telling me another one. I switched off. As a man thinks, because of his experience, because of past experience, as a man thinks, I switched off. And that friend called me and said, Shola, this thing, why don't you just put $1,000 into this thing? $1,000 as at that time was 150,000 naira. I can't forget. 150,000 naira. I had that money. 150,000 naira, as at that time, Bitcoin was $0.1. 0.1. That means 10 cents. 10 cents. Some of you are just knowing about it. Some of us knew about it very, very, very long ago. So 0.1. If I had taken up left my fear and bought $1,000 worth, then it would have been maybe about 10,000 units of Bitcoin. Maybe I sold, I kept, or whatsoever. 10,000 units of Bitcoin. One Bitcoin today is over 100,000 US dollars. So you can imagine the kind of wealth, presumably, if I didn't sell off, all things being equal, what kind of wealth I would have accumulated. But as a man thinks, my subconscious mind, because it has recorded and is storing a negative experience, it made that experience to stay. And when an opportunity came, that experience came to the forefront. I just use it. I'm sure you too, you listening to me, you have one experience like that, one business that you thought will not go well because of your past experience, and it later went well. If you have such experience, just say, I had one like that. Just type it in the comment section. I want to let me know that I'm not the only one that was not smart enough to take up one opportunity there. Let me just know that I'm not the only one. If you had such experience, just put, I had such experience. Just put it in the chat box. Okay. All right. Now, how do you work with this vision, with this subconscious? How do you train your subconscious mind? You train your subconscious mind to visualize where you are going. You have written your goal. That's why we say, write the goal. Write it down. Please, if you have not listened to the previous one, go and listen to it. And I want to use this period, if you are listening and you are enjoying what you're getting, please click on the subscribe button and also share it. You need people to know about this. We want a lot of people to be financially intelligent. That's what can free our nation from whatsoever. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, all right. So what you want to do now, when you write down the goal, you write it down. The next step you want to do is you want to have a kind of picture representation of your goals. You have a picture representation of your goals. You want to imprint this goal in your subconscious mind. And that is why we say, repeat it to yourself. Tell yourself, I am. You remember when we were writing our goals, I told you, don't say, I'm going to. If you are planning that you are earning $10,000, say, I am now earning $10,000 monthly by December 2025. I am now earning. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between yesterday, today. Your subconscious mind knows now. So what you do is you put up what you call a vision board. You can do something. You see, just take a board in your house. Just when you say a board, it can be, this cardboard paper or something that you are going to paste somewhere where you are always visiting in the house. You paste it there, and there on that board, you are going to put your these goals that you have written down. The goals that you have written down, you are going to look for picture representation. The kind of car that you want to buy. You want to have a Mercedes-Benz car. What kind of Mercedes-Benz car do you want to buy? Have a clear, not that I am going to buy a car this year. No, it's not going to happen. I'm going to buy a Mercedes-Benz 360 this year, 450 this year. So you put the picture of that Benz car there. You see, guys, what this thing will just be doing is this. Is putting it in your subconscious mind. And once it is registered in your subconscious mind, your mind will begin to open to the things that you can do. It is true your salary currently is 200,000 naira. It is true your current salary is 300,000 naira. But don't let your current situation determine your reality. So what do you need to do? You begin to see the vision. You look at the house, the kind of country home you want to build for yourself. It might not be this year. It might be in the next 2 years. It might be, but this is my dream home. You put the picture, get a very good picture. You can get pictures on the internet. You can get pictures from different places. Just put there. If you can get an architect to design one for you, put it there. Oh, maybe you want to get married. You want to get married and you're looking at this year, I need to get married. I am married by December 2025. I am married to a wonderful, handsome man by December 2025. Now, you go to put your picture. If you can organize yourself, put yourself in the wedding picture. You know, sometimes when they say, you know, when you go for some programs, they will tell you, dress like the testimony or like the miracles you are expecting. Some people think it's stupid. Some people think it's not real. But I tell you, because your subconscious mind, there's one story that I had. Just let me digress a bit. You know, there's one of the churches, the church I go to, there was a congress, and in the congress, a woman who has been looking, I think for about 16 or 20 something years, looking for children. Now, he said every year when people come out and they say, oh, bring your children, the children that God gave us and things, that every year she will cry, she will cry, she will cry. But he said this particular year, as they were going for that event, she just told her husband that she wants to buy, I think she now bought, baby shower. She bought, these dummy babies or something, as if she's carrying real babies. As if she's carrying real babies. Now, you can't tell me this is coincidental. You can't tell me it's coincidental. She danced as if she had. Now, you see, ladies and gentlemen, your emotion, your subconscious works with your emotion. What is that emotion that you feel when you are expecting or when that thing you've achieved that goal that you are looking out for? What kind of emotion will you feel when you see or get that car? What kind of emotion will you feel when you begin to earn that kind of money? Anytime you look at your vision board, let that be the emotion that you display. You don't look at your vision board and say, all these things I've tried and tried and tried. See, a double-minded mind receives nothing from God. Many of us pray, we fast, we do everything spiritual to achieve things. But along the line, doubt always sets in. Along the line, oh, is it going to be possible? Will this happen in my lifetime? Time is going. And you begin to do it as if you are the controller of time. This woman carried what she wanted to experience as a testimony. She danced to the altar that day, carrying those babies. Ladies and gentlemen, the next year, she actually danced with the real babies. All the other times that her emotion was telling her, you are just seeing them, you can never be it. You are doomed, you are meant to be barren for your life and things. When will my home come? Oh God, no. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not, it's not emotion. It's not when you are crying. What do you really want? Without faith, you can't even please God. You see, if you have faith, it's by only faith you want God to do anything for you. Based on what you have written, you need to act in faith. So put the picture of those things that you want to actualize. And every day, let me now give you the exercise that you need to do. Stand before those pictures or sit down wherever you have them. Close your eyes and imagine you are achieving that goal. Close your eyes. See it. See yourself in that new car. See yourself in that particular situation. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, I want to tell you something. Daily affirmation. Okay, use all senses. You know what I was trying to, before I digress to that place. Use all the senses that you have. Feel yourself in it. Let me give you something practical that happened to me. And in the course of preparation for this training, I began to ask myself, why did I lose it? I told you at the beginning of this session, I told you one of the first books that I ever read was Success Through Positive Mental Attitude. Success Through Positive Mental Attitude. I read it just before I went to school, to the higher institution. And one of the things that I saw then, ongoing in secondary school, I schooled in Jos, and sometimes when we go to University of Jos, we will see students and things. Then one particular day, we saw students doing this aluta, greatest Nigerian student. I asked, who is this man talking to these students? They said he's the student union president. Oh boy, I love the way that guy spoke that day. And I made up my mind. I said, when I get to school, I will become a student union president. Well, I said it. It was just like that. But the thing began to play so much in my mind, as to which I attended the Polytechnic Ibadan, and from my year one, I got involved in Congress, became this thing. So by the time I went, this is where I'm going to, the particular place I'm going to. When I went for the IT, I came one particular day to the school, and I was walking. I walked from the gate of the school. I trekked, and I was saying, Shola, I am the president of the student union government of the Polytechnic Ibadan. I walked the stretch, went through all the corners of the school trekking. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I think it was the thing that I read, because in that book he said, whatsoever a man can conceive, the man can achieve. And he was saying all these same steps. Ladies and gentlemen, I did those things. God helped me to do it. When we resumed back, I was just at it. Everybody, I was you can imagine how then I think that was 97, 96, 97. I was small in stature. I didn't have the aluta frame. I didn't have that ruggedity frame. But because of the words, repetition, my emotional system, what it has put in me, and he said, whatsoever you can conceive, you can achieve. Things began to work. Even at the point when it seems it was not going to be, somehow, it came to happen. And then I became a president of the student union. Ladies and gentlemen, there are many other things in my life that I have done, and I have stories of people that this has worked for. And then over the period, somehow, you see, that's why they say faith comes by hearing. When you hear these things regularly, it keeps you at it. But when sometimes I fail to use that thing. But I think I just told myself, come guy, you need to go back. If it has worked for you before, it's going to work again. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you that challenge. I want you to participate in these 90 days. Within these 90 days, I want you to put that picture of what you want. Put it and say it to yourself that I have it. I have it. I have it. I have it. And celebrate with that power that yes, indeed you have it. You want to see your children. Your children are not doing well in school, and you are bothered. All you are seeing is this child is not doing well. As far as your eyes can see, as far as your eyes, is that how far your eyes can see? The far you are seeing is a dull child. I tell you, that child will end up that way. But change what you are seeing. Change what you are seeing. Implant it into your subconscious mind. As you change it, I tell you, you get it. As you change it, you will get it. Abraham, you are going to be a father of many nations. And the man told God, he said, God, how can this thing be? Seeing that I am barren, I am childless. What the man was saying, he was seeing barrenness. But God was seeing a father of nations. God had to change what he was saying. And God said, come, follow me. Come, 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 come. Don't spoil my work. Come, follow me. He took him outside and he said, look at the sky. What can you see? He said, stars. He said, no, 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 look at it very well. He said, yes. He said, can you see children there? He said, okay, okay. He said, from now, anytime you look at the sky, you'll be seeing children. That is in the night. A man will walk in the day now. He now showed him, look at the ground. What are you seeing on the ground? He said, dust. He said, as the dust of these grounds are, so shall your children be. So what he did was to change what the man was seeing. He had to change the power. I tell you guys, power of visualization. And he had to change what he was hearing. So when people were calling Abraham, Papa Abraham, but he said, come, you need to change what you hear. From today, your name will be Abraham. You know what the Muslims call Ibrahim? He said Abraham. And what is Abraham? Father of many nations. So when he's strolling on the road and somebody said, Abraham, Papa Abraham. He said, Papa of many nations, Daddy of many nations, Daddy of... So you see what? That begins to go into his subconscious. He begins to see himself as that. Ladies and gentlemen, most of these things are written for you, for your faith to be built, but it depends on how you are interpreting it. Well, we are well past our time. Wow, oh boy. I want to say thank you for being on the call. I appreciate every one of us. It's meant to be 7 to 7:30. Sorry for the small shot because of the illustrations. But please, I want to beg you. If you have found value on this in this training and you want to get more as we continue to go on daily basis over the day, this is the 90 day, we have about 80 days to go. And you can imagine the tons of information you are going to get. Kindly click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button and click on the like button also. And most importantly, can you share this? It's our desire that by the end of the first 60 days of this training, we should have hit at least 1,000 subscribers. I want to plead with you. Can you help us achieve that? That is our goal. That is one of our own goals. Would you help us? Someone is going to help you achieve your dream anyway. So you get to help us to achieve our dream also. I want to say a big thank you to you for being on the call. I really appreciate and celebrate you. And I can't wait to share your own story, your success story, the success of your children also. Once again, is your friend and partner, Olusola Popola. See you at the next episode. Bye-bye.
Waking up at dawn, light breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm